On my last rep, I made the mistake of seeing how far I was when I was starting to hurt, and I was less than halfway. Not good, not good. Had to start using the arms and breaking the 800 meters into 200 meter sections. You know, it's bad way. Okay, so we're taking this short little trail through the woods. Beautiful little spot here, a little hidden trail near a subdivision. And we're gonna do some 5K specific training today. I'm starting my first serious, real serious 5K 6 by 800 meter repeats workout today. Trying to work on my 5K PB. Maybe I'll give you some more details on the PB in a bit. Then you'll know why I call myself regular-ish runner, because my PB is nothing more than regular, I guess. And we're also going to talk about why this is a good workout for you folks to do as well. And I'm going to talk about one thing that regular runners and professional runners have in common. Well, I guess maybe two things, but one main one. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this little quiet, I hope, trail for a bit. And we're going to head over to an even quieter, flatter trail for the workout, just across the street behind Centennial Park here in Moncton. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, folks, the warm-up is almost done, but it was just as much of a scouting mission to try to find a place out of the wind, which is why I'm on this trail now. Hopefully the wind isn't too crazy in terms of the audio here, but it is still 40 to 70 kilometer per hour winds here. I'll try to put some miles on the screen for you, miles per hour in a second. Well, yeah, so we're gonna do this these six by 800 meter repeats at 5K pace or just below. So normally that would be like just below 518 per kilometer. That was my best 5K of last summer. I was hoping to get it down to lower than that. I was hoping to, that was a 26:30 5K. I was hoping to get it down to 24:08. My previous lifetime PB from like 13 years ago. That didn't happen, but I'm gonna give it one more try this year. So we're gonna do this workout today in the shelter here, we hope, from the wind mostly. And I'm not feeling great about it. I'm not feeling great because of the wind or the way I'm feeling, which is what I touched on earlier when I said one thing we have in common with pro runners is being apprehensive about workouts. I watch a lot of pro runners on YouTube, and they get a little nervous before workouts, just like us. Either because they're not feeling good that day, don't think they'll be able to hit their paces, or because they're feeling okay, but they're not feeling super confident that they're gonna hit their paces, and then they're not gonna feel like they're on target for their upcoming race. And one other way, of course, we all feel like pro runners is obsessing about the weather, the wind, the snow, everything else. So anyway, folks, I'm gonna finish my warm-up, try some repeats, probably do most of those off camera, but yeah, I'll come back later on with some updates, see how I do, see if I can do this 6 times. I tried it once, or twice actually so far this year. Once just to try it out, I managed 3 repeats. Next one, I managed 4, went a bit better, but now I feel it's time to get serious and try to do all 6 repeats, work on that 5K time. So, updates to come in a second. Okay, first repeat done. That was about 512 per kilometer pace, which is actually too fast considering I was into the wind the whole way. By the way, that little black blob you just saw in front of the lens, that's a literal sock, not a sock that goes over a microphone, an external microphone, a wind sock. It's a literal sock I have on the end of my phone, trying to somehow block the wind noise. So, not sure if that's working at all, or we have to cancel this whole thing. Anyway, I'm gonna walk for a bit now and try a couple more, but that wasn't so bad, I guess, all things considered. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I might be in trouble. Second one was 517 with the wind at my back in theory, although it felt kind of cross-windy. So, yeah, as suspected, or as I worried about at the start, just like the pros, I might be in trouble. I think I really hope my actual literal sock is helping with the wind here, but you'll never know. Anyway, a couple more repeats to go here. 4 more in theory. Okay, 516, that one, into the wind, which is way too fast. Of course, I started out faster than that and then slowed down, but average is 516, so I gotta do the next 3, if I can make it through the next 3 much more evenly and starting slower. And now, folks, I won't wait till the end. I'll tell you why this is a good workout for you to try. Because A, it's 800-meter repeats, so you don't have to be able to do a kilometer hard or 10 minutes hard to try it out. But the other thing is, in theory, if you can get through this in doing it with 6 times 800 with a relatively steady 1-minute jog in between, then in theory you should be able to do that same pace you did the workout in for your 5K. So turn around here. Of course, my problem is my breaks. My times are okay, but I'm not jogging in between. I'm walking in between almost till I fully recover. So I'm trying to get through it 6 times once. Then I'll worry about shortening the breaks. But hopefully before my race on April 24th, I think it is, first 5K of the season, hoping to at least match last year's PP. But, well, I should say at least, but hoping to do that. But anyway, yeah, so my problem is I don't know if I'll be able to get my rest breaks down to no walking and a steady jog for a minute in between. But that's what I'm going to try to do. So I encourage you to do the same. I found this online the other day. I can't remember who suggested it. I wish I could find it. I tried to find the video again. I searched and searched, but I could not find it. Otherwise, I would give the person credit. And oh, by the way, I also found a tailwind, headwind, crosswind pace adjustment calculator. So in theory, if I have a 40-kilometer-an-hour headwind, I can add a minute to my pace. So if I'm running 5:15, or if I'm running 6:15, that's really like running 5:15. So I'm doing really well according to that right now, although the wind is, I am somewhat sheltered here, the wind. Anyway, 3 more to go, and I'll come back at the end and we'll wrap this up. I'll pop that link to the whatchamacallit, wind calculator in the description. Down, 1 to go. I did the 4th one nice and steady with the wind slash crosswind. The last one just now into the wind, a lot rougher and slower. I think I was like 5:16 on the 4th rep and 5:30 at this one. But again, into the wind. If the wind is actually hitting me hard, that's more like 6 something. Or no, that's more like low 4s, like 4:30, something like that. But yeah. Anyway, 1 more. I'm gonna turn around here into the wind. Very excited about that. I also forgot my water bottle sort of halfway in the middle of my little section here, so I can't stop and get it ever without ruining my rep. So I've had no water breaks. It kind of sucks. Anyway, there's a little tip. Always put the water exactly where you're going to start, not halfway through under a bench. Anyway, I'm going to turn this around in a sec here, and you folks can watch my last rep and see if you think I'm going at, like, 5:15 pace. See if you think I'm going to make it. See if you can guess how fast I'm actually going. So I'll stop here and I'll start that in a second. Here we go. Nice and steady. This is not the bench. Not the bench where my water is, unfortunately. It's up here somewhere. Sorry folks for the shaky camera. I was checking my watch and stuff. On my last rep, I made the mistake of seeing how far I was when I was starting to hurt, and I was less than halfway. Not good, not good. Had to start using the arms and breaking the 800 meters into 200 meter sections. It's bad when you're breaking it up into 200 meter sections instead of breaking up your run into remaining kilometers to go, or full laps of a track or something. Oh, here's my bench. Oh, going too slow. Sorry, folks. Here's my bench. I'm gonna hold the camera a bit lower so I can run a bit better. I'm running it with one arm now too, so that makes it harder. Hope the wind isn't too crazy. And if it is, feel free to tune out anytime. But if you want to stick around to the end, guess my time, feel free. Otherwise, see you next time. In theory, I should be under 5:18 with the wind, but we'll see. Last rep and all. Not sure what this says about my race readiness in a month-ish from now, but oh well, we'll hope for the best. Shaking hand while I press the Garmin. There it is. 80, see? 5:28, folks. In case you're wondering. Anyway, let me go have a seat on that bench. It was actually less than 5:28 since I took a second before I pressed the button. Anyway, we'll say 5:28. So, see you next time, folks. I'm gonna take a break on this bench and drink some water.